All right, welcome to this series. In this series, we're going to look at installing Suricata into the Flare VM so that you can use it with things like FAKENET in order to generate network traffic alerts. And so while there's many things that we can use Suricata for, when it comes to malware analysis, we're oftentimes interested in essentially generating alerts from that traffic to help us better understand what's happening in the traffic and maybe even identify certain characteristics or properties about the malware that we're analyzing. Oftentimes you'll find rules can help to identify malware families. So we're going to use Suricata for malware analysis, much like we would use Yara for files. We're just going to apply it to network traffic and then talk about how we can generate that network traffic in an isolated environment using our Flare VM. Take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't hesitate to leave a comment or question below as well. Okay, let's get started. Going to go to suricata.io, and you'll see here in the main navigation, there is a download section. And while Suricata is oftentimes going to be running in a Linux environment, because we're in the Flare VMs for Windows, we're going to go ahead and grab the Windows 64-bit installer. So this will be the latest stable version. And once that's downloaded, we can just simply go to the location that you downloaded it, run that installer. So we'll double click on that, and that'll bring up a very simple installation process here. You can see here, let's close some of these windows, make it a little bit easier to see, that we have just welcome to the installation. We'll accept the terms. Okay, you might want to take note here, the installation location, if you want to change that. I'm just going to go with the default. That's going to install to C program file Suricata. And just something to keep in mind here that the usage of Suricata that I'm going to put forth in these videos is to utilize its offline mode. That is its ability to process PCAPs. So we're not going to worry about running or setting up Suricata as a service here in our Flare VM. Okay, once we have just taken note of the installation location, maybe modified that, we can go ahead and click install. You'll see the installation will go relatively quickly. And now if we navigate to the File Explorer, we'll find in C Program Files, our Suricata installation. So here it is. And if you're familiar with Suricata, then this is going to be where you're going to find your rules file location. We'll talk about that here in probably the next video. You'll have all of the necessary libraries. We'll have the actual main Suricata executable and then the suricata.yaml, which is the main configuration file. For the purposes of malware analysis here, we don't really need to make a whole lot of modifications to the configuration or anything. So I'm not going to cover that in any detail. If you go to the OISF, the Open Information Security Foundation's YouTube channel, I've actually got a bunch of videos there that walk you through the basics of the Suricata config. There's also this PDF, help and how to, so you can take a look at that if you want. But the only thing that I want to do at this point is to actually add Suricata to the path. That way, you'll see here in later videos, when we utilize Suricata to process PCAPs to see if there are any alerts generated, then it's easy to do that from a terminal. So, edit the environment variables. We'll go to the path variable and we'll edit that. We'll add a new entry. We'll paste in the location to Suricata. Click OK. Click OK. That should be all we need there. And now we can open up a command prompt and run suricata-uppercase V. And you'll see there it is. So there's the version 7.0.7. If we run it without the version information, that's just going to give us help information. Okay, so at this point, Suricata is installed. So we're going to call that all that we're going to cover in this video. In the next video, we'll talk about rules and getting rules updated. And then we'll move into generating some network traffic from PCAPs and seeing some alerts. So stay tuned.